I'm Dr. ulyyu and welcome to Adjusting Your Heart. We talk about mental health and relationships every Friday, so please subscribe in case you haven't done so. Our topic today is Help! I'm single and lonely. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and this is an occasion that many singles dread. The term single encompasses not only those who have never been married, but also those who lost their spouse to death or marital dissolution. So here are 3 tips to enjoy life even as a single. My first point is evaluate why you're still single. Knowing the reasons why you're still single can help you feel better and take better stock of your life. For those who don't know, I was single till I got married at the age of 40 to my first and last boyfriend. You heard that right. I was part of the NBSB, no boyfriend since birth. So I know firsthand that it's not easy being single in a couples-oriented world. So here are some questions that I want you to think about. Question number 1. Are you still single because you are waiting for the perfect partner? Keep in mind that the perfect person only exists in movies and in pocketbooks or ebooks. To make sure that your list isn't too far-fetched, you may consult a mentor or your BFF. Several told me to lower my standards or I'll become an old maid. So I reviewed my list, and though I admit that I'm choosy, I was not looking for a perfect guy. The guy just had to match my 10 non-negotiables or must-haves and another 10 can't stand, which means he cannot have these qualities. Actually, I have 15 more items in my preferably list. But in case he doesn't have it, it's okay, it's preferably. For instance, Hans didn't have a PhD, which is part of my preferably list. But I said yes to him because out of the 35 in the list, he got 28. So I shared our love story in my previous video entitled, Is He or Is She the One? In that video, there are 5 questions that will help you evaluate if that person is compatible with you or not. Question number 2. Are you still single because you have been hurt badly and too afraid to try again? Whether your significant other had betrayed or abused you or passed away, you can't change the past. So please take steps to heal your broken heart and gradually move on. Learn from what happened and open your heart once again. Question number 3. Are you still single because you put your family's needs first? Maybe you have to earn money at a young age to help your parents. Whatever the reason, please don't blame your family. You can start praying and start dating. It's never too late. Question number 4. Are you still single because you have character traits or habits that turn people off? Along the way, there have been people who would insinuate that there's something wrong with me. Of course, it hurts when that happens. However, I know that these people have good intentions, so I think about what they say. If it's not true, I'll just let it go. But let's say, upon pondering that what they said was true, then we have to change. For instance, someone says that you're mataray or hot-tempered. If that's really the case, then work on becoming friendlier and learn how to control your temper. My second point is, remember, you don't need a partner to be complete. You complete me. That's a cheesy line. Flattering, but if you come to think of it, that means you're not whole or there's something lacking in you. So with this mindset, it's easy for us to become depressed or envious, especially if you don't have a significant other. Not only that, you'll realize that even after you get married, your spouse cannot feel your every need. From my personal experience, only Jesus can do that. I never felt incomplete, though I've never had a boyfriend until the age of 39. Hence, I never felt the urge to settle or just to say yes to any suitor. I firmly believe that it's better to be single and happy than to get married to the wrong person and be miserable for the rest of your life. If it's God's will, my God's best will arrive at the right time. Song of Songs, chapter 2, verse 7, chapter 3, verse 5, and chapter 8, verse 4 says the same thing. Do not awaken love until the time is right. Since this admonition is repeated 3 times, it means it's very important. So in case it's not God's will for me to get married, then I believe that God would give me the grace to be a happy and a fulfilled single. So my third tip is spice up your life. Like it or not, feelings of loneliness will come from time to time, especially on special occasions like Valentine's Day or a friend's wedding, or when you're browsing through the pictures of happy couples in Facebook or Instagram. If that's the case, you might have to fast from social media during Valentine's. Instead of moping around and feeling lonely, think of ways to spice up your life. When I was a single, whenever I feel lonely or unloved, I'd open one of my joy boxes. This is one of them. Okay? Inside are notes and cards from good friends. While I was rummaging through these notes, I found 2 that I'd like to specially mention. This long letter is a 2-page letter, is from Sunshine Lao Chan, and this one is from Marites Tabaco. So it feels so good knowing that these are dated, let's say from Tess, March 1, 2010, and this is June 1, 2010. It made me feel loved when people tell me how much they appreciate me and or they miss me. I also have another box of love letters or mementos from admirers. So it reminded me that it's not that nobody wanted me. I just haven't met anyone I love enough to marry. Be open to new experiences. Learn a new hobby. You can learn nail art, paper quilling, sculpting figures with polymer clay, book binding. You can get these ideas when you check out Michelle Leno's most popular pandemic hobbies. You can also try crocheting, learning how to play the violin, learning how to speak another language. And from the joy box a while ago, I saw this and I was so happy. This is a very old paper that I got when I learned Cantonese. You can also join online classes, Zumba, baking, photography. You're hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. You learn something and you get to mingle and meet new friends. For painting and paper cutting, you may invite Dr. Ulysses. He is the elementary and high school Chinese supervisor at St. Stephen's High School. He's very gifted in arts, as you can see from these pictures. We'll put his contact numbers below. You can also learn a new sport, like surfing, biking, jiu-jitsu, taekwondo. And for this Valentine's, you can buy a new plant for yourself. Who knows, you have a green thumb, and you can be a plantito or plantita. Or you can adopt or buy a pet, whether it's a dog, it's a cat, hamster, fish, whatever suits your fancy and lifestyle. Many friends have told me how tending plants and taking care of pets uplift their spirits. In my previous video, The World of the Single, I exhorted singles to live life to the fullest, develop deep friendships, choose their lifetime partner wisely. I have a good friend who has been living just like that. She's none other than Pastor Georgie Wong, an Assistant International Coordinator for Mobilization at OMF. She trains missionaries and helps churches get involved in missions. Her work takes her to different parts of the world, and she'd take time to tour around, even on her own. Hans and I arranged a 1-day tour with her when we found out that she was in Korea in 2012. I will never forget what she told me. She said that when she's traveling alone, she never felt lonely, and she considered it as a date with God. As you can see from her happy pictures, she has good relationships with family and friends. She has varied interests. She's into painting. She's also the author of several books. Eric Liddell, Who's Afraid of the Giant Goliath, Elisha and God's Heavenly Army. You can buy those and give it to others, especially to kids. I've done that, and my godchildren were very happy. She's a great fan of Rafael Nadal, who recently won the record-breaking 21st Grand Slam in the Australian Open. She didn't miss the opportunity to watch Rafa play in person when he visited the Philippines in 2015. Georgie is one of the happiest singles I know, and she attributes it to her relationship with God. She reads the Bible every day, God's love letter to us. So, if you still haven't done so, please do believe in Jesus and let Him complete you. So the 3 points in this video would be: evaluate why you're still single. Remember that you don't need a partner to be complete, and spice up your life. Do share with us how you spice up your life by commenting below. If you're blessed by this video, please like, subscribe, and share it to others. And do follow Adjusting Your Heart in Facebook, IG, Signal 185, GCTV, and TikTok. And next week, our topic will be: help, I'm married but still lonely. Advance happy Valentine's Day, everybody.